Hey, what's up you guys? Josh here, the RC Recon channel, and today I'm very excited to show you guys what we have to unbox right now. It is the Traxxas XRT. Whew, I'm excited. Let's not waste any time. Alright, so there's the front of the box. We'll go around it really quickly. There is the back with the chassis design. You can see it looks very similar to the x-maxx. The top just has XRT, ready to race. On the side, we've got the different colors, green, blue, red, and orange. We got the red one. Bottom, you can see the blue one there. And on this side, 8S, 60 plus mile an hour, gearing and speed expectations, and if you want to add the Traxxas link system. So, let's hope I pick the right side. We'll go this side here. Okay. Oh, we got some tape here as well. There we go. Okay, upside down. Got the wheelie bar back there. And, oh my goodness. Holy shit. You know, I know it's as big as the x-maxx, but man, it is just different. Pulling this out, the wheels are separate from the rest of the vehicle. And let me reach in here. I know we've got the transmitter. Oh, it's on the side. All right, transmitter's not there. It's actually over on the side here. Okay. So there's that. Let's go ahead and get this foam off. Got that piece. This one over here. All of the paperwork, I'll get into that in just a second. Yep, and then the tires, so awesome. Let me go ahead and bring the camera in just a little bit. This thing is so large on the workbench, it's hard to get a good shot or a good angle. Hang on one second. There we go, that's probably a little better. Alright, so this has the clipless body system, so we should be able to just reach in here, unclip two sides here and two under here. There we go, and body comes right off. Let's go ahead and get this plastic removed. Man, does that look good. Alright, you guys can see the air inlets there in the hood and on the roof. This body looks mean. The rear supports here. Very nice. There's the inside, there's the clipless body system there. Looks really good, really well reinforced. And because there's no clips and no little holes here like the x-maxx body. Actually, let me go grab the x-maxx body. So this is actually known to kind of rip through the body depending on the severity of the crash. So without any of those screws there, you really shouldn't have to worry about that happening. So really cool. So let's just put this on for now. Clips in. Awesome. You know what? Before I put the tires on, let's actually look at the chassis. It's a little bit easier to maneuver. So off comes the body. And now I can bring the camera down a little bit. Alright you guys, so I just want to go over this really quickly. I want this to be a fairly quick video for you guys. We've got the wide max kit all the way around. The motor, ESC, and receiver box is all right there. It's compared to the x-maxx, there's no rail system here, so you can get to everything really easily. Battery trays open up like this, scoots all the way back, and that will fit the 6700 milliamp hour batteries from Traxxas without an issue. Some body clips can be inserted into these holes to keep that from popping out. And let's see, I am loving the dual fan setup on the motor here. And if you're into old school motors or actual engines in cars, that really looks like a V8 kind of configuration. Really cool looking. Huge fins here, and with the scoops on the body, you can imagine a lot of that air is coming right over here and cooling that motor. ESC and motor wires are, you know, the perfect length here. Keeps it really clean. Battery connectors, of course, you got the Traxxas connectors there. If you're curious about aftermarket motors and fitment, check out ExoCage's channel, where he actually test fits a couple of different motor mounts and motors into this. But yeah, I am really loving the design here, how they incorporated the front bulkhead and the rear bulkhead, those three modules into one to help absorb that energy throughout the chassis. You know, that's definitely different than the Kaioken as far as how they go about, you know, the large truggy style of vehicle. Kaioken having the aluminum chassis. Now, one positive thing with this particular truck compared to the x-maxx is the servo location. You can actually get to the servo from under just this center skid plate, where on the x-maxx you actually have to take the whole front module off in order to get to it. Of course, a lot of the same design elements are shared between the two. The shocks are a little bit shorter than the x-maxx because the truck is overall shorter. But let me go ahead and pop the wheels on and then also bring the x-maxx over and just compare those two side by side. Look at it, it takes up the whole workbench. Alright, so let me actually go through the rest of this packet here so you know what all comes in it. So of course you got the wheel tool, and let me open this up. Alright, we've got just a couple stickers here and some numbers. So I guess if you want to put that on the rear wing, you could do that. Warranty information if you want to send that in so you can register it. Parts list, as well as some exploded diagrams here to help you work on the vehicle. Traxxas battery charger and ID information if you want to use their batteries. And quick start guide. Definitely take the time to read through all of this. You guys know that. Toolkit and a high-speed gearing setup with some grub screws as well. So that's really cool. You're going to need this if you want to take advantage of the full 60 mile an hour out of the box that this truck does. So I'm going to put all this back. TQI transmitter. You know, for a truck of this price range, I would have really liked to see the Bluetooth link module included, but you can add that. You can see RPM, speed, different things like that. You've got your steering trim and then your Traxxas stability management trim right here. These radios are just fine. So let me go ahead and grab the x-maxx and show you guys a couple of the differences. Alright, so this x-maxx is modified, as you guys can see there, but a couple things I want to point out. One, it's got the stock width on it, so if I back up and kind of raise the camera up a little bit, you can see the difference in width there. The length will be the same between the two, and then of course the x-maxx is a lot taller than the XRT. Here the motor, it's in the same position of course as a normal motor. The ESC would be down in here. We've got these rail systems. Again, this is modified, so it's not exactly what a stock one would look like, but it makes kind of getting to the ESC and getting to the receiver box a little bit more difficult. Where over here, everything is wide open, you can get to everything, push the button pretty easily. The battery tray is easy to get to. Everything's really accessible. I do see we have a little bit of a grab handle here and up front, so I guess that will make picking that up without the body pretty manageable. Let's just check that. Yeah, Yep, so only a couple fingers, where on the x-maxx, it's a lot easier to just grab this whole thing from the shock towers and pick it up. You can do the same thing here, but not as easy. It's a good design either way. You can see the shock towers are a lot taller, and these also act as where the body actually locks into place. Because these having those clipless body system, it's a little bit easier to pop that on and off, or at least pop it on, taking it off not as quick as the x-maxx, but makes picking it up just a little bit harder. Let's go ahead and pop the body on both of these. Alright, so for the XRT, I'll just line it up and pop it on, just like that. For the x-maxx, take this front, slide it forward, down, and then a couple twists of the rear lock, and then you're on. So there are the two red trucks side by side, looking really good. Man, oh man, that is awesome. Two trucks, the same pedigree, but two different purposes. All out bashing, and bashing with a little bit of speed involved as well. It definitely looks really menacing. Both got really nice front bumpers. The bodies are really easy to take off. Because of that latch system, the x-maxx is actually, I think, really fast. But again, these holes here make it so that the body gets damaged easier. Where on the XRT, there's no holes like that, but it does take just a little bit longer. It's not too bad. But both of these solutions are definitely better than having to mess with 4 body clips. Alright you guys, so that was a quick look and unboxing at the Traxxas XRT. If you want to see the first run of the XRT, definitely subscribe. That'll be one of my next few videos, so keep a lookout for that. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments down below. And don't forget to hit like on the video. Alright you guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.